All right, so I'm back, and today we're going to start a review. Well, we're going to start a marathon, is what we're doing. So, 3 videos a week for the month of March. I'm calling it Stunticon March. Basically, we're going to be taking a look at the X-transbot Stunticons, or at least 4 out of the 5. I don't have the breakdown yet. No, this breakdown. Bah, I don't have the dead end yet. So waiting for him to come in after pre-order. It says it's due out now, February, but I'm recording this in February. This is going up in March. Getting ahead of the game here. If I have any other reviews that I feel like, oh man, this needs to get put out as soon as possible, I'll try and squeeze them in between these videos. But the concept is, I got the Fans Toys one, so as well. So I'm not getting the DX9. I explained that. I'm going to explain that in the War video later on this week. I just want to focus on these guys for now. Now I know I've already reviewed the X-transbots ones, I think twice now. So we're going to try and fly, or some of them. I don't think I ever did Wild Rider, and my drag strip kept breaking on me. So we're going to try and review these guys while we can. Just knock these out. Then we can do the Fans Toys one, and then we're going to do actually a War video at the end of each week. So yeah, and then I'll try and cram other videos in while I can. I just thought this would be fun. Fun little video, one Stunticon a week, and just kind of focus on each one of the cars and move on. So yeah, so here he is in his car mode. As always, he looks pretty good. I really do like this. I'm not a huge fan of the color, but the use of the glossy plastic, I really like that. I think they did a really good job there. Mine just doesn't seem to want to stay tabbed in. I think that's me and not the car. But I also remember having these same kind of issues before. So this is a newer copy of it. It's not the same one I had before, but yeah. So for size comparison here real quick, there he is with the side swipe. And as you can see, they're pretty much right in line with each other. He's actually just a hair taller or longer. So looks pretty good. I like the fact that they, that whole same alt mode but different robot. I really do like that. I need to get me a Sunstreaker one of these days too. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get him reviewed. Here's his gun. It does plug into the back here, which works just fine. And it's just cast in this blue plastic. I think it's just, well, it might have a finish on it. It may not. I don't think it's painted, but I do think it's got that kind of same glossy paint on it. So, looks good. I like it. But yeah, and I do believe he came with an extra face. And if he did, I can't find it. So, what can we do? So yeah, let's go ahead and get him transformed. We're not going to really focus too much on this guy. Just because, like I said, we've done this so many times. At least once. I'm pretty sure twice. So we just want to kind of break things up a little bit. Loosen them up. Yeah, there we go. Just gonna get that all out of the way. Pull these down, rotate, pull these down, rotate. I believe, right? Yeah. This will come around like this. This will come down like this. And then we flip this here in. It's on a slider here. This will come to the side there. This will come in, and there's a little plastic tab there that'll go into that slot there. Line that up. fold the door window in. This will slide down, comes up, and I think there's a lock in. I can't remember now. Is there a locker? Not really. And then you just fold the foot out. Just like that. I think I can't really tuck it in further. Get it out a little bit further that way, but that's it. Here, and here. Now, I've said this many times, while we're just kind of messing with this, that I was never a fan of the scale that the Make Toy or Fans Toys is doing. I was always a bigger fan of this. We'll talk more about that in the Fans Toys one when we get to him. But I was more of a fan of this because he ends up being about car size, which is where I kind of want them. Now, the thought is like, but which is the better figure? Like, is the Fans Toys better enough for me to just go for it? So we'll find out. We shall find out. So we'll rotate these arms out. And these will come out, and you just flip these little hooks out. Slide the chest down. This folds up. These will come up, and then just kind of hook onto the back. These little slots that are right here in the shoulder, they just come up in. And then we take this piece here. This will fold in. And these guys come in, right? Yeah. These will come up. This will come up like this. And locks into place somehow. What am I doing wrong here? Let's see here. Oh, this goes this way, right? Yeah. There we go. And this can come up here. This will just all come in like this and tabs. Oh, yeah. So the head here has a little tab right there. Plugs into this little hole right here. Just kind of clean that up a bit. However you can. And then we flip the forearms around. Shoulders around. Alright. And there he is, pretty much. So it goes that way, yeah. I think the backpack cleans up a little bit better, but who cares? We got it most of the way. And away enough. We get the idea. Yeah. Alright, so real quick we'll go through posability and then we'll get out of here. And I've got to rate him for what he is today, not just what he was back then. But head's on the swivel, so he gets left and right. A little up, pretty good down. Shoulders rotate around. They do hinge up on ratchets. These have a tendency of coming untabbed, and I hate that. Bicep swivel, double bend elbow, wrist swivel, fingers open and close, waist swivel. We've got the ab crunch, hips up to there, back to there, soft ratchet out to the side, thigh swivel, bends at the knee, foot has a rocker, and the toe tilts down and the heel tilts down, but they don't work together really. So as for the gun, he does hold that just fine. You just take that, plug it into his hand, and there you go. And that is breakdown in a nutshell. We'll show them off next to the Fans Toys one when we get to that part of the war video. I think that's fine. I think that's right. Right? Or so am I just completely off? I don't remember. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's it. If I had the instructions, I'd look at it, but I don't know where I put them. Probably where the face is. Anyway, here he is with a Masterpiece car, and this is why I like the scale. And here he is with the Seeker as well. So you can see how much bigger he is, or how much bigger the Seeker is compared to him. And this is where I really like the scale. This is kind of where I wanted the Stunticons to be, is about MP car size. So I quite enjoy this. I think it works pretty well. For rating for this guy, one thing I do have to point out is the fact that while he's not the best built figure, I have to give them major credit because the rumor around this, which I believe is true, correct me if I'm wrong again, is that it's kind of messing up the colors, isn't it? Let me try and reboot the color here. No? Try it this way. The issues I have with the stupid camera sometimes. Focus on the white. Alright, I guess that's kind of right. I don't know. But anyway, so there's a nice close-up of his face. A lot of issues that come from this figure are partly due to the fact that it was, from what I understand, and I don't want to sit here and say this was fact, but the mold was stolen or knocked off or whatever, and there's some knockoff company that was trying to release these guys plus a sideswipe out of it before the X-transbot cars were coming out. And so they rushed this guy out and pretty much released him without I think it was at cost, essentially, just to fight off the KOs. And if that's the case, then cool. He definitely has some issues where he should have been cleaned up a bit. And I think they should have revisited him at this point by now because he's been reissued a few times. And also repainted a few times. I think they could have tweaked the molds. Primarily these shoulder bits here are just awful. I really think they could have fixed that up quite a bit. But, whatever. Ultimately, I think it's a good figure. At the original price point, I think it's pretty good. At the current price point that's going for is like high 80s to 100. I think I spent about 100 on this guy. Kind of makes him not as good. But ultimately, for what he is, I think he's pretty solid. Backpack could be cleaned up a little bit, but again, we're talking about something that's already been out for a long time. So I think I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I think it's pretty solid. And again, I really like the scale on these guys. So yeah, I guess that's really all I got. I forgot to flip these panels out, though. I believe there's a panel in there, right? Yeah. There's this little panel here that flip out, and it'll kind of fill in this gap a little bit better. Yeah. Yep. Just like that. And yeah, ultimately, it's a good figure. I do recommend him if you can find one. I know the youth version is actually better painted, but I wish the youth version would come with the cartoon head, and I think we would have the best of both worlds on that one. So yeah, I guess that's really all I got.